Looks uniform from what I can see here. Twice the size, twice the fun. What's up, everyone? This is Joe Sorrentino, New England RC. So behind me, you can see I've got a wooden ramp and a whole bunch of wood along the sidewall there. Today, my goal is to make this out of that, but twice as large. And it's gonna go up on the hill with my outdoor track, so that way when I have people over and we wanna do some jumping after we're done with a day of racing around the track, I'm gonna have this nice big ramp that's gonna have wheels on it. We'll add those later. And we'll be able to roll it up onto the aqueduct area where we're gonna be jumping this massive wooden ramp that I'll be building up on the hill. And then we'll also have this one too for smaller cars as well. So it'll be nice to have choices when you're jumping your vehicles. So that's the goal today. I'm gonna build it up and then we'll test it out. Let's go. So Home Depot sells these nice 4x2 sheets of plywood, actually relatively cheap. I really only need 2 of them for the job today, but I also use them for crawler course obstacles that I'll be building in other videos that you'll see. But 2 of those should do it. And then we'll also have some 2x4s as well, because we're gonna make this thing nice and big. The main tool I'm gonna need today is the jigsaw. We're gonna be cutting this out to shape it to be similar to what you can see in the small jump there. Similar shape so that we get that curve and we can get that nice big long jump when we're jumping the cars. So that's gonna be the goal today. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a T-square to help me draw a 45-degree angle. And I'm gonna use these clamps so that I can clamp 2 of these boards down so I can cut this at the same time and have both boards be the exact same measurement. Then we'll get the jigsaw to cut the shape that we want. And then after we cut the shapes out, I'm gonna take the wood that I bought over here, some of the pieces anyway, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna need yet, so figure out what I need, and then we're gonna stack them accordingly and build this thing up. I'm gonna cut this board in half, but I'm gonna cut it at an angle. And then once I have the 2 halves of this board, then I'm gonna mount them together, and I'm gonna use these clamps here so that I can make sure they're secure, one on each side. That way, when I cut this, nothing's moving. I can make sure that the 2 pieces are exactly the same dimensions, so this thing doesn't warp on me when I'm trying to build it. It'll all be evenly proportioned. Off camera, I drew a line, divided in half, and now I'm going to take the skill saw and we're just going to cut the board across. Once that's done, we'll get the jigsaw and we'll get the angle from there. All right, I got the board clamped down, both ends there. I got the line across there. I'm making sure that the saw is not going to hit the table when I cut it. Okay, and that looks pretty dang close now, so I think we're just about even, and hopefully any imperfections here will be carved out when I use the jigsaw when I have them together. Let's get to that next and see how it goes. Well, unfortunately I don't have a square, but I do have this thing. I'm going to use that as my guide. I don't know if that's a perfect 45-degree angle, but it looks pretty close to me. We're going to use that as my guide, starting there, and then I'm going to find another point. To get the curve that I want, I'm going to use a hose. I'm just going to try to lightly trace this without moving the hose. It's going to be a little difficult because it's easy to move, but it's all I really got to work with. This way, having the 1 mark and 2 boards underneath, at least I know they'll be the same, so it should do the trick. We'll see. Yeah, I think that is a pretty good curve. Again, it's not perfect, not ideal, because I didn't use any precise measurements here, but the main thing is both of these pieces are going to be the same. As long as we have that going for us, then we should be in good shape. My table here is starting to fall apart, starting to slide while I'm cutting, so what I did was I drilled some screws through both pieces of the wood on multiple corners here, just so I keep everything flush and together. That way, if it does start to slip while I'm cutting it again, at least these will stay intact with the screws that I put in. I got the 2 clamps on each side, and I got about 4 screws holding this all down. Okay, I think that actually came out pretty damn good. Look at that, nice and even, exactly the same. It was definitely worth screwing these together because I kept falling off the edge here. This table is rickety and falling apart. You can see the corner here is totally ripped off. Really struggled. Needless to say, it still came out pretty good. I think it's gonna work. Nice angle. Let's unscrew them and then we'll do the boards. Here's the plan, guys. We're gonna do 5 cross braces along the top here, and then I'm going to do 2 on the bottom. Thinner board will go on the back side, and I'm going to actually raise it up a smidge. In case we have this on grass, I don't want it to be uneven, so I'm going to have like a little bit of a gap, and that's why there's a little bit of a thinner board there too. So that's the plan. Let's time lapse it, see how good. The ground I put this on is all uneven, so it actually kind of threw me off for a minute. I thought maybe I messed up, but I think it's actually fairly straight. I marked each spot where I was going. It looks uniform from what I can see here. I think on flatter surface, it'll be more apparent that it's all proportionally correct. It's tough when you have uneven surfaces to work with. It's hard to tell. I think we're looking pretty good for the most part. Can move on to the next step, which is going to be these flat sheets of wood that I got under here. These are much thinner and bendable. I got 3 sheets. The plan is to just stack them accordingly. And the third piece will be too long. I'll have to cut, but the first 2 should fit pretty well. And then I'm also going to do is add some glue, liquid nails over here before I do that, just to make sure that everything's cohesive and sticks well. And then you can see I got my 4 casters here. That'll be the last thing we do. Put this on wheels so I can wheel it around. You can see already how the difference is between the 2. I mean, it's night and day. So it's going to be pretty awesome to have this one up on the hill. So we'll have some fun with that when it's done. I came close. I only need a small piece to go along the top, which I already accounted for. Here it is upside down, folks. Just had to reinforce it with some additional wood in the back. And I also, while the camera was off, put the casters on. So now this thing's on wheels. I can roll it around. Pretty cool. All right, I'm going to switch the camera off. We'll see it up on the other way. Okay, now we got it up on end on wheels. You can see. Nice and easy to roll. Pretty cool. Good day's work. Big ramp and his little brother, little ramp. Took me a whole day to do, but totally worth it. I think it's going to be an awesome jump. Twice the size, twice the fun. It's getting a little dark now, so I won't be able to do any jumping right now with the RC cars, but that's all right. We'll do it tomorrow. And the snap of my fingers, it'll be the next day, and we'll start the jumping. I'm wheeling up the new giant ramp up to the aqueduct now. I'm going to christen it. I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing works. That was cool. Oh, that was the best one yet. All right, solid. Oh, almost had a flip there. We did it. Oh, that's what I wanted. I got to flip through the air. Can we get another? Awesome. Oh. Oh my God. And it took it. Oh, I almost had a flip. That was cool too. Almost. Oh, didn't land that one so hot. The dog is gonna tear through the gate. What's up, buddy? Hey, little guy. Isn't he precious? He wants to kill me. Not a fan of New England RC. All right, Traxxas Mini Maxx did pretty good on the big jump over there. I was able to get at least 1 full flip, maybe 2 full flips on there actually, and maybe 1 quarter flip, couple quarter flips. Let's see how these 2 guys go. All right, Jetwood's up first. Looking good. Oh, almost. Never seen that happen before. That was kind of funny. Oh, I realized I'm at 70%. Let's crank this up. There we go. We got a little orbit there. There we go. Hey. Oh, that was cool. Wow. And we have liftoff. Ooh, almost had a flip. Oh, that was nice. Oh, nice. Whoa. Wow. That went soaring. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, perfect. Now we're talking. I think we got a double flip on that one. Wow. Oh, wow. Wowness. Oh, wow. Whoa, that was nuts. Oh, man. Wow. That thing took a beating. Is it okay? Yes, it is. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Nailed it. That was so awesome. Wow. That must have been like 3, maybe 4 flips. And it landed good. Wow. This jump worked awesome, guys. We're gonna call this one a success. Wheeling it back to its location now. I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. If so, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and smash the notification bell to stay updated on when my next video becomes available. Until then, this is Joe Sorrentino saying thanks for watching. See you on the next one.